In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my personal time management techniques that have helped me create more content, have helped me grow my business faster, and generate more income, all while balancing my health and my personal life. So stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, AdamIvy.com. As always, I appreciate you joining me yet again for another video. As creators, time management is just one of those things that a lot of us struggle with. I know that I personally struggled with it for years. We're constantly trying to juggle 20 things at one time. We're saying yes to everybody. And because of it, we're only getting 3 hours of sleep at night. Now, over the years, I've gotten a lot better with my time management. Some would even say that I'm pretty good at it. But with that being said, time management is an ongoing journey. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 techniques that have personally helped me get my time management under control. Technique number 1 is learning to say no to people. Growing up as a people pleaser, as a lot of you guys could relate to, I always wanted people to like me, so no matter what project they would throw at me, big or small, I would always say yes. Doing this over and over and over again over the years led me to a place where I just burnt out. I found myself miserable trying to please everybody else around me. That's when I realized that if I was selective with who I said yes to, if I was selective with the actions that I took, the things that I did, that was really serving my purpose. So take it from me, guys. Do more things that feed your purpose, that bring fulfillment to your life. Now, I'm not naive to the fact that you have bills. We all have bills to pay, so we're not going to be able to say no to everybody until we're stinking rich, which eventually we'll all be one day, hopefully, right? Fingers crossed. But what I'm getting at is when you open up more time in your schedule by being more selective with your yeses, by being more selective with what you do, you're going to free up time to really cultivate those skills that you've been wanting to, focusing on maybe your music creation, maybe a hobby, maybe your fitness, maybe your health. And it's really going to enhance your life overall. That's step number 1. And one more thing before I get to number 2, intuition is incredibly powerful. So if somebody's asking you to do something, if there's a project on the table that you could work on, if there's an opportunity that someone has presented to you and your gut's telling you no, whether it's you don't have the time, whether it's you're not really interested, whether it's not going to pay you enough for the time that you put into it, trust your gut. Money comes and goes. Don't always say yes just because it's a few dollars. Now, do what you have to do, but trust your gut. If it says no, 9 times out of 10, it's right. The second technique is schedule, schedule, schedule. Now, this might sound silly, but the reason a lot of people are stressed out and living a very unproductive life is because they're living a reactive life. By making a mental change into a proactive state, you take control of your life and everything that you do within it. So let's get real for a second. You know what you should be doing. You know the work that needs to be put in to reach the goals that you have, and you know how much time you have during the day. So what I need you to do now is pull out your phone that you're probably on half the day and find the calendar app and start using it to schedule out your days. Now, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm talking about scheduling out your entire day. I'm not joking around when I say the schedule when you wake up to the time you get ready for work, your commute to work, your lunch break, the commute back home, the time you spend driving to the gym, at the gym, time with your significant other watching Netflix, cooking dinner, going out to dinner, spending time with your kids in the backyard, hitting the t-ball around, walking your dog, and of course, spending time in the studio, spending time in front of a computer, and spending time in front of a camera, pursuing your dreams, doing something every single day to get a little bit closer to where your vision is. Now, I know it sounds like a lot of work. In fact, it is for the first few days, but you're going to get that routine. You're going to build that muscle of having structure. Structure is what a lot of us lack, especially as creatives, because we can do whatever we want. How much time do you spend on social media? How much time do you spend dicking around, checking emails, watching YouTube videos? Not like this one, because this one's getting you somewhere, but you get what I'm saying. Once you have a schedule from A to B, I'm talking from wake up to go back to sleep, it's going to bring so much clarity and it's going to bring so much productivity that eventually once that muscle's built, once that routine, that habit is built, you're going to find a ton of extra time during your day. Now, my third technique might sound like common sense, but it's something that we all need reminding of once in a while, and that's discipline. Most people fail because of lack of discipline. You know, they want this dream, they have this vision, they're chasing something. They want it so bad, but it can wait till after the game. They want it so bad, but that diet can wait till Monday. Building discipline within yourself is so underrated, in my opinion. It's something that we don't talk about enough. Being able to be disciplined enough to focus on the actions that you're taking, to see that incremental progress as it grows and you get more inspired because you see what's possible. Now, I'm not saying that you can't watch TV. I'm not saying that you can't stay on the phone with your buddy that you're catching up with from college for 2 hours. Like, I'm not saying you can't do that, but once you're disciplined, you're going to stick to that schedule that we just talked about, and then those things are just going to fit into place because you're going to be freeing up so much time. And now, with that being said, that really feeds into the fourth technique, which goes hand in hand with the scheduling, and that's planning. Now, even though they sound similar, planning is very different than scheduling because it allows you to log your progress in a way that's easier to track and it's a lot more human. Now, what I personally do is I plan out tasks, I plan out goals, because it's a great way of projecting progress and knowing what to look forward to. And not to mention, it keeps your schedule tidy. Like I said, they really work hand in hand. If you use a planner with a schedule, you're going to be on track. You're going to make so much progress. It's going to be freaking ridiculous. I personally use this planner I love it so much that I have 2 of them. I will have a link for this in the description box below. It's worth every freaking penny. If you have any doubts whatsoever, let me put your mind at ease. This is the best thing since sliced bread. I would open it up, but there's a whole lot of personal information inside of this. I think this one is empty, but at this point I'm not really sure because they both feel the same as I'm looking at the camera. So anyway, you don't have to use one of these guys. You can use a notebook if you're just super OCD and you're willing to write out on all the pages the dates and kind of go through and longhand everything as far as like your goals for the day. I talk about it in a different video, making a list, kind of making like a power list of the top 5 tasks that you need to do for the day every single day. And this planner right here has that on top of a whole bunch of other stuff. Has great strategy for staying on task. It has, encouraging words when you feel like you're just kind of all discombobulated and whatnot. But this is, I'm super glad that I found this a while ago. The great thing is, as you fill these up, you can put them on your bookshelf and they look super sweet, rather than just like a traditional ring notebook. But like I said, a notebook's fine, especially if you're just getting started. Don't let not having a planner hold you back. And that leads me to technique number 5, which is actually my favorite one. That's why I left it till last. Technique number 5 is giving yourself permission to relax. It took me so many years to figure out that this is actually a thing. I would be sitting on the couch watching TV and feeling like a total piece of shit. I would be out with my family feeling like garbage for eating out when I should be at home making beats. I'm sure that a lot of you guys suffer with this. You got to be able to schedule yourself free time to do jack shit, do absolutely nothing. I actually schedule myself time to watch TV by myself when I have a day that I should be super productive and filming a ton of videos and working on my website and all this other stuff that I'm working on in the background. Working on something that I'm really excited to share with you guys, which I'll put a card up on the screen right now and you can go check that out, and I invite you to, I'm not going to give you too much information. Click on the link if you're interested in taking your music to the next level. But what I'm getting at is you have to give yourself permission to relax. Give yourself permission to love life. Enjoy life. Receive life sometimes. Because all too often we want to be these production robots, these productive machines. And you see, we see all these memes on Instagram with, hustle hard, no days off, beast mode, all these other super cliche memes about these entrepreneurs that get 3 hours of sleep. You can't sustain off that, bro. I love Gary Vee, but even he's changing his tone on getting enough sleep because you can't live off of 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night. I had to burp there. That's why I made a dramatic pause. Should I leave that in? I think I'm going to leave that in. What I'm getting at, guys, is you have to be able to really understand that there is a time and there needs to be a recharge period where you just turn off. You turn off the grind mode. You turn off the entrepreneur mode. You take off the hustle hat. And you're just you. I'm just Adam. Just hanging out on my couch. I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to respond to text messages or emails or DMs. I just want to be Adam. I want to play some PlayStation 4. I want to watch a football game. I want to go get some food with my buddies. I want to go to the gym. Take my time. And it all needs to be scheduled, but you need to give yourself some permission to just relax. So those are 5 of the techniques that I personally use to keep my time management under control. But don't go anywhere because I have a bonus for you. And it's called the Pomodoro technique. What the Pomodoro technique is something that I use, and it's a time management system. It's a formula that you can use to really get that focus when you're feeling a little fuzzy. You can really get that focus when you're feeling a little ADD. And you know what I'm talking about because we're all on our phones, we're all on YouTube, we're watching TV, we have a million things going on, and it's really hard to focus on work sometimes, especially when you're not feeling it, when you're a little tired, when you've had a long day at work. The Pomodoro technique might just be a game changer for you. So Pomodoro is a technique that was developed in the 80s, Pomodoro being Italian for tomato, I believe, because it was named after the tomato timer that a lot of your grandmas probably have, and you might even have. It's like essentially like an egg timer. You look like a tomato, you twist it, and then you get what I'm saying. Now, what the Pomodoro technique is it's harnessing a set period of time to just focus on work, nothing else, no distractions. You don't have any other options besides that work. Typically, it's between 20 and 30 minutes at a time, and immediately after that, you're rewarded with a section of time, usually 5 or 10 minutes, to do whatever you want. So it's an easy way to kind of harness some focus, have a break. Harness some focus, have a break. So often we get overwhelmed by sitting in front of a computer saying, I have 3 hours to do this. No, break it up, bro. It's going to go a long way. And what's bro? Bro. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the female or the gender fluid term for bro. You're all my bros. You're my family. So don't get offended. Well, you're part of the channel family. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. What I'm saying is the Pomodoro technique helps me like considerably. It's one of the game changers for me. You don't have to have an egg timer either. You can use the timer app on your phone. Just make sure to set your phone either in the back of the room or in a different room where you can't just glance at it, because instantly that'll kind of break the whole hypnosis of focusing for that set period of time. Oh, hi there. I bet you weren't expecting that jump cut. Pretty abrupt, right? Which I apologize for. But I forgot to mention that I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. I want to know if time management is something that you've struggled with, something that you've overcome. I want to know if any of these techniques resonated with you and it's something that you're going to try to put into practice in your own life. Now, I hope you found value in this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button for me. If you enjoyed this video whatsoever, smash that thumbs up button for me. I'm trying to make these more straight to the point, cut out some of the fluff, and I hope you guys have been enjoying these. As always, you can find all my contact information in the description box below. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. In fact, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you found this video entertaining or valuable in any way, shape, or form. We are the fastest growing music, marketing, and business channel on YouTube, and I'm trying to keep it that way. So if you want to become a BFF, if you want to become part of the Heralded channel family here, click that little bell icon so you can be the first to be notified anytime I upload a video like this. And it's multiple times a week, just side note. Now, I'd love to connect with you over on Instagram. I'll put that information on the screen right now. Come connect with me. And until next time, guys, you can find me at adamivy.com.